Why Ableton 12 is supreme when it comes to sub-bass sound design. I made 3 presets with Melt, but before we look into that, I'm gonna share some basic knowledge about sub-bass. I recommend working with headphones while sound designing your sub-bass. I'm working with Audio-Technica ATH M50X. General sub-bass sound design, ADSR. Direct or fast attack with a smooth envelope to avoid clicks, even hold/sustain, and instant or very short release. The sub-bass consists of a sine wave. Sometimes that sine wave is layered with harmonics and other wavetables. Effect chain. In general, it is said that sub-bass shouldn't be heard in the mix, but it must be felt. What makes a sub-bass powerful is using the right audio effects, and Ableton is supreme when it comes to making sub-bass sounds powerful. I'm using raw and kick loose for fullness, punch, saturation and thickness, and sometimes erosion for harmonics. I also track U-Lane's LUFS and span into my effect chain to analyze the frequency spectrum and check the perceived loudness. EQ. The human ear can't hear frequencies below 20 Hz. Anything below these frequencies is basically rumble, which has an effect on your mix, so make sure you always use a shortcut to get rid of it. The sub-bass lives around 20 Hz to 100 Hz, while layering and upper harmonics live in a low end and mid-range. Compression. Sub-bass shouldn't have big volume dynamics. That's why I recommend to use an 8:1 ratio setting on your compression, fast attack and slow release. The first one is a standard basic sub-bass. I just activated the sub, set the tone to 19, aux to 60, set the filter to 1 to 2 kHz, activated mono and legato, added some drive, then I added Ableton saturator, I set it to soft sine, added some drive and set it to 56%. For the final touch, I added raw, set the shaper to digital and set the amount to 30%. The second one is a much more saturated sub-bass with upper harmonics. I combined tab with fold FM, balanced the volume in the mixer, set tab to 26 dK and the tone to 16. Tab is set to -2 octaves, while fold FM is tuned down by 1 octave. I activated mono and legato, added some drive and volume, Ableton's multiband compression and raw, but this time I'm using noise, and I set the amount to 25%, slightly touched the drive and set the tone to -50%. The third one is very simple. I'm just using Squelch, which is a very interesting wavetable, and in combination with kick loose it's very powerful. When it comes to sound design, a general tip is that you're not required to create the best possible complex sounds. You can go for easy wavetables and get very creative in your effect chain.